awaits here in Monza, but glory awaits too at the Italian Grand Prix. With the rain coming down here at the 3.6-mile Monza circuit, the low drag setups preferred by most teams could cause them some problems in today's Grand Prix. So watch out for cars struggling for grip around the Curva Michele Alboreto. That's the Parabolica to you and me, the last and most demanding of this track's 11 corners. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Hamilton, Gasly, Hadjar, Sainz, and Alex Albon, Ocon, Bottas, Franco Colapinto, and Norris, Webber, Lawson, Arvid Lindblad, and Sergio Perez, Bortoletto, Hulkenberg, Alonso, Behrman, Stanek, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. In Formula One, Ant, we take every race as it comes, and there's always another race next week. But some milestones are worth thinking about. And this, double figures now for our new team.
Yeah, the team's 10th appearance. They've done well to this point. They're getting their foot through the door, but there's a lot more to come. Much tougher tracks where you've got to get even more performance out of your car.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Okay, caution, caution. Virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens. Okay, clear. Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.4 seconds. Tyre condition still looking good. I definitely think we need to stay on this tyre a bit longer, but there's no question the track's drying. We might be in a position to change soon. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.6 seconds. And gap to the car in front, 2.0 seconds. Okay, heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Full wet seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. We had an issue removing the front wing. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us and get back into this race. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Okay, over to... Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful. Okay, mate, we might need to look at a new rate. Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
And the best of British and the best on the track. It's George Russell who wins.
And as we get closer to the end of this year's championship, Crofty, every race that you put together well now really sets you up for crossing the finish line in the championship in the best possible position. It's moments like this right now that really matter.
It's time for our podium celebrations. And as ever in Formula One, 3 is the magic number. And taking his place on the top step of the podium, he gave it some hustle. Well done to George Russell. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon. Venue. It's been a brilliant weekend so far, but who can claim victory today? Welcome along, everyone, to the Spanish Grand Prix here at the Mad Ring. Here's the Mad Ring then. Spectacular sights through turn 10 as the cars accelerate through the banking and overtaking possibilities at turn 11, turn 1 and maybe into turn 18 as well. First seen on the calendar in 2026, the Mad Ring could be special. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Piastri, Hamilton, Charles Leclerc and Verstappen, Antonelli, Sainz, Albon and Pierre Gasly, Ocon, Colapinto, Ollie Behrman and Hadjar, Webber, Bottas, Gabriel Bortoleto and Sergio Perez, Hülkenberg, Alonso, Lindblad, Lawson, Stroll and Roman Stanek rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. So I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about this afternoon, and who's going to talk about it with us? None other than Naomi Schiff. Hi, Naomi. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
I know you're frustrated to be this far back on the grid, but you've got to keep that under control. Keep a cool head and work your way through the field gradually as you go. It's not all going to be won or lost at the first corner. That move was illegal, I'm afraid, mate. Return the position, give it back. Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Okay, so you've got overtake now, overtake enabled. Okay, so overtake is active. Overtake mode active. You're going to get more power from the hybrid system. You know how it works. Just use boost on the next long straight to get your way past. Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage. approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.2 seconds. There's a new... Tyre condition still looking good. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Okay mate, we might need to look at a new race strategy after that. I've got some options for you, so go and check your MFD. Okay, off we go, back into the race. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, gap to the car in front, 3.2 seconds. ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it. Car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind running hard tyres. Strategy available on the MFD. Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Gap to your teammate ahead, 5.3 seconds. starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, so that's boost mode available if you need it. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 1.9 seconds. Hey, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD. Okay. Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
What a great way to turn the situation around. And you know what they say? It's not about how you fall off the horse, it's about how you get back on it. And today, they've done a great job of turning the page and rectifying their wrongs.
It's what every driver imagines when they start out on their long road towards Formula One. And for our lucky three today, here's the podium waiting for them. He raises the trophy over his head. Lando Norris, head and shoulders above the rest today. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.